All right, folks, we are live. Apologies for the tardy start here. I had to clean off my clubs from yesterday. Actually played pretty well outside, which I was happy about, so hopefully we can keep that going. I'm going to be doing twisted stroke here. Man, I just washed these gloves, and they already smell. That stupid roller up top seemingly came undone again. I don't know if I want to get a ladder out. Is it the roller or is it just the hook? Just the hook. Maybe I'll get up there. I don't know why that one keeps coming undone. Granted, that's right where I make impact every time, but this is like the third time in the past week that I've fixed it. Tough to find good help these days. So I think we'll see how twisted stroke goes. I want to use my energy for that. Possibly par 3. Otherwise, maybe we save that for tomorrow. All right, one more thing, and then we'll be good. All right, let's hit some shots. One thing I want to try today is open my stance a touch more. Friend boy. Everybody want a paycheck, nobody want to work. Frembo was putting in a late shift last night, I'll tell you that. The guy's got some work ethic. Staying up late, getting up early. Somewhere in between there. How's the, did you make it to the birthday party? What'd you say, 1 o'clock? One thing I want to try, though, is I think in the sim, it works out a bit better because I'm trying to aim right every time and play that consistent draw so I can like eliminate that one side. But then I get outside. I didn't do it when I played with Danko and Mike. I was still trying to, for whatever reason. I think, again, my alignment was jacked up going from my sim to Danko sim and then to outside being hungover and hot and all that other stuff with a course I hadn't seen. So that kind of is what it is. But yesterday, especially with driver and irons too, much more open with my stance and kind of taking more of a direct line right at the pin and not playing a ton of shot shape either way. So I think I may try that and kind of reduce some of that more sizable draw across the bag, and we'll see how that goes. Cord plug, remember seeing me with the Garmin R10 back in the day? What am I using these days? I'm using the Square Golf Launch Monitor Home Edition. I went from the Garmin and I was close to getting... I used the Garmin for 2 or 3 years. I think it was about 2.5 total. But I used the Garmin for about a year and a half outside with Home T Hero. And then I was debating, I was between upgrading the Garmin to an MLM2 Pro or getting a gaming laptop and getting GSPro. So I ended up getting the gaming laptop and GSPro and get more life out of the Garmin. Then I used that for maybe 6 or 8 months. And then it happened to come around where the Square was coming out right around the same time as the weather started to turn. So I was able to make this work in here. And then I went to the Square and haven't looked back. Square and GSPro, pretty great combination. Got out of it with a little dry heaving. Setups evolved nicely. It's way better than being outside. That was, I know Friendboy has a decent amount of setup and breakdown. But outside in the backyard, that used to suck. I'd be bringing out snack trays, laptops, cords, cameras, in and out every single time to be able to record videos. I did some live streams back there, but that was before I really started to go into the live streams. But recording videos out there, you're worried about weather. It starts to rain, starts to get dark. You're looking at the forecast thinking, okay, it says it's going to rain, but the sky looks okay. Can I get around in? It's going to take me 20 minutes to set up and break down, if not more, every single time. So if I get out there and I can only get a couple holes in, should I even do it? But would be nicer out there, though. It is pretty hot in here. But if you didn't see, which probably most of you didn't, I was played on course yesterday with my dad and his buddy. Just 9 holes. We teed off at, we had a 3:50 tee time. We teed off, I think, at 3:40, and it took forever. But I live streamed. I ended up shooting 1 over. I had 3 bogeys and 2 birdies. I birdied 8 and 9. And for whatever reason, I actually had 3 parts of the live stream. The first couple holes, which I was saying it in it, the first couple holes are pretty open, so I had a feeling the service would be okay. And then, like, what is it? 5, 6, 7 gets kind of wooded and kind of in the back section of the course, so I was worried that service wouldn't be that great, and it seemed to be that case. So I could tell people, like, weren't a crazy amount of people watching, but we at least had some people watching. And then for like three or 4 holes, probably about 3 holes, there was just literally no one. So I was like, okay, either no one cares, which is probably the case, or there's probably not great service here and we're having some issues. So I ended up turning it off and restarting it. And it didn't even, before I did that, there was like an hour in between where apparently I was streaming and it just wasn't working, which I kind of had the feeling that was the case. And then I did a part 2, which apparently only lasted 15 seconds. So then I unlisted that this morning, and now I turned the part 3 into a part 2, but it was missing. Basically had, I think, the first 3 holes, and then I think just the last hole we missed. For whatever reason, it wasn't streaming either. It didn't have enough connection, but apparently it didn't get saved for the in-between holes. But 1 over from the whites. It was a par 35, so I shot 36. Then I came home and watched these jackwagons in the Discord play for a while. I fell asleep and then woke back up at 6, and they were still going. But anyone out there, if you're not in the Discord, I would highly recommend it. We got some pretty great dudes in there. It's really fun hanging out, going back and forth. It's kind of a big group chat, but it's cool that you can also hop on and talk to people and play with people online at the same time with video and whatnot. All right, approach wedge feels pretty good. See what the pitching wedge has. And per usual outside, shoulda, coulda, woulda. But yesterday, I think there was a couple that were captured on the stream. I wouldn't blame you if you don't go back and look, but I probably had the first 6 holes. I think I had probably 4 out of the 6 holes where I left putts 2 rolls short right in the center of the cup. So that easily probably could have been, even if half of those go, I probably could have been 1 or 2 under on that. Everything else going the exact same. If those couple putts, I don't know why, the greens, the course was in really good shape. The greens were in good shape, but they were just way slower than when I played with Denko and Mike. Those greens were like granite. So I was leaving everything. It was right on line, just everything a little bit short, and had 4 or 5 just like literally tap in putts. Large time last night. I think everybody else did too. It was fun listening to you guys. Honestly, I play better, and I honestly enjoy it more playing early in the day like this. So I do. I honestly just prefer watching you guys and still being able to be in there and talk trash with you, versus being out here at 2 o'clock in the morning. Because even with that, even talking with you guys, I still had a tough time falling asleep. If I was out here playing until then, there's no way I would have slept. All right, why? That's another one of those. So that was like a well-struck pitching wedge, 84-mile-an-hour ball speed and 103 carry. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna start taking balls. I did it last time. Start taking balls out, but I really don't think it's the balls because it seems to happen. So that was pretty well struck. 84-mile-an-hour ball speed, 103 carry. If I hit one similar here, we'll see how this goes. This should be like 105-mile-an-hour ball speed with like 120, 125 carry. Oh, not that one, but even that one, I scolded it. That's 93 and 118. Yeah, 100 and 127. That's how the other one felt. And it goes 30, 20 mile an hour short and like 30, 40 yards less for whatever reason. I don't get it. See what pitch and wedge can do. Or 8-iron, rather. Oh, that's not it. T-Sad's new setup is pretty sweet. He's like, if you guys aren't familiar with Sads, he's the man, but he was hitting into, he made a makeshift setup like 2 days ago and was hitting into comforter blankets with standing on a piece of plywood. Search that problem in the Discord square thread. You mean my Discord or the actual or like a different one? I haven't. I know JTB's had a couple of them. The only problem I don't know, like I never had those with the TP5, so it could be the fact that these max flies aren't supported. It didn't seem to happen before though, so I don't know what it is exactly. Sup, suckers? What's up, Maiko? I think it really. That was hit better. As far as I can tell, I don't know if I had a ton of them. Granted, the max flies were I've been using the same 2 dozen for like 4 months now. So when I was using the Country Club, these balls were brand new. I don't remember having that happen with the Country Club. So it's a combination between, it could be the Big Moss, combination of the Big Moss and then possibly, I guess, these balls that are starting to wear. But I don't know. It's weird though, like I can go 5 or 10 rounds in a row without having that happen, and then I get like 1 week where it happens like 2 or 3 times a round for a couple days, and then it just doesn't happen again. Maybe it was that ball. Maybe there's like 2 balls like that. I'll leave that one over there, and we'll see if it happens. I try my best to kind of rotate them, but I don't know. Was doing that a couple times yesterday too. I keep getting stuck. I get stuck, I hit it Healy with an open face, and I just block it. And I course correct and do that. T-Sad's got a tarp span 12 feet by 20 feet. I'm thinking it's going to be a roof for a while. That's all that's over the top of it. He said he built it, like, I think pretty quick, right? It just looks like plywood's on the side. I mean, I didn't really see the rest of it. I could only see what he was showing, but That was hit good. All right. Couple hybrids. Hit this hybrid yesterday on course. It was the sixth hole. It was like 240, maybe 230, playing 250 uphill or something, and I hit this just on the fringe on the front left side of the green, teed up. Tough hole though is it's like 20 yards uphill and you got to carry water, and it's dead left, right, and back. As it starts pedaling in the middle, it's going to give away. I saw it reinforced. When I fell asleep last night, he still had the blue one that was all torn up. And then when I woke up this morning at 6, he brought in some reinforcements. Friendboy slept till noon. What day is it? Gonna ask the same thing. Friendboy had a birthday party to go to, but he got out of it. Friendboy was probably up. What time did you finally call it? 7, 8 o'clock this morning? I don't even know how you're alive right now, to be honest. I'm still kind of tired, and I wasn't even playing. That's hit pretty good. Had a couple good drives yesterday, too. Didn't really demolish any like I did with Mike O and Denko. Granted, a couple of those were downhill, but I had, I think, a 335 and then a 330 with Denko and Mike. Yesterday, I think it was a 308, 304, like 297, 294, I think. It was only, I think those were the 4 true driver holes. Daylight, probably 7:30. Saw 3 a.m. dudes. Yeah, Mike or Friendboy was saying before he thoroughly enjoyed his time, and I thoroughly enjoy. I honestly, I was saying before, Mike. I don't know if you heard some of it. I honestly enjoy watching you guys do that later on in the night than I do actually participating. Feels like I'm still kind of there, still taking part without having to be out here until 4 o'clock in the morning and sweating, and then having a shower and not being able to fall asleep and all that good stuff. Always have been, always will be. Middle of the day player. Or I guess just a daytime player. Yeah, that was by far the best one, Mike. That was, I forget how far downhill it was, but yeah, all those fairways were like 10 yards wide. That was a good one. That was just dead straight. I hit one yesterday. Tee is tall. The tee is tall, Caleb. Tee it high, let it fly. I used the same thing outside. I had one yesterday. Which hole was it? 1, 2, 3. I think on the 4th hole, there was pretty much 2 groups on every single hole yesterday, so we were waiting the whole time. We weren't in a rush, but we were waiting for the guys to get off. I let my dad and his friend tee off first, and then I was waiting, and I finally hit, and we had there was a twosome behind us, and I hit it right off the tee. I hit it good too. I think that was like a 295 one, and that was just one of those drives where as soon as I hit it, I lost it. And as soon as I looked up and I go, I didn't see it. And then I heard the 2 guys behind me, they both laughed and they go, it was dead straight. I'm like, oh, okay. Thought I was 4 or 500. Look, today I was 10 over. Which one? For this? Or what? You guys, how many rounds did you play? Do you even drank a whole 5th? Do you know how many rounds you even played? I know T-Sads was asking. I heard him say, how do I look up to see what I played? All right, something between those two would be nice. 164, 287. Tips tour. No tips tour for this guy. I don't know about that one. That was hit really well. That ball speed's right. I don't know about that spin. That did not feel, that felt pretty centered. I don't know if that was a 3200, but it was a baby draw. We're going to do it on that. Here we come. Twisted stroke. This course does not seem the most friendly from what I've been seeing. Either was feel good, really. White tees, 6,300, 5-foot gimme, Saturday pins, 700 feet, normal, 11 com wind. So we're at about, what is that, 1.5% or so? $10 this week on tips. No, I don't. I think I was there for Zona. Zona is the man. I was there for Zona. I don't know what time I actually fell asleep. I was there for when there was a lot of funny stuff being said, but he just kept saying how he was played so good on course, which he did. He shot like, I forget what he said, 6 over on the front, and then he shot 1 under on the back, and he was having some celebratory drinks. So I think I probably fell asleep before he got real wild. I did see, though, when you guys finally left, Fremboy and TSAD, Zona was still in there, and his camera, or all of his stuff was still on. And then a couple hours ago, he was like, how the hell did I leave off on hole 14 of Redwood or whatever he was doing? He was balling too. I mean, hopefully I play halfway decent. There is something about playing well outside and carrying that confidence over. It's like, it's one thing if you play good in the sim and then you go outside and you're not really sure, but like when you kind of like prove it outside and you play really well outside, I think that carries over much more confidence wise into the sim, because you're like, okay, I can actually do this when it matters and when it counts, in quote unquote real life. Which I was pretty happy with 1 over yesterday. And the cool thing was, hang on, what are these high spins? 2,700? Cool thing was, I didn't even feel like I was doing anything that great. I hit a couple really, really good wedge shots, especially on number 9. I think it was 78 yards, and I put it to about 1.5 feet for a tap in. That was an absolute dart. It was just right over the flag, landed and stopped. I had another one on hole, what was it, hole 5 or 6, where I hit the flag, hit like the actual flag of the flag. So I heard like a slap noise. Luckily it didn't hit the pin and like ricochet, but it caught a piece of the flag and dropped down. I was throwing some darts with the wedges. But besides that, I didn't do anything like, I still had some mishits. Driver was pretty good. I don't really have any bad drives, so to speak. But wedges were pretty good. All right, 80 yards out of the roughy rough. Hit up to 81, probably about 83. Man, that stupid hook again already came off. That time I bent it, so now this part's still connected. I think I need to get a pair of pliers on the actual roller. Or put 2 hooks up there, I guess. Never seen anybody go from nonstop talking to snoring. He crashed. He fall asleep on the couch. I think it was Goff that said all he could see was his Jordans or Air Forces or something. All right, maybe 83, 84. So we'll hit this about 79, 80. $85 with 11,000. Spin, it's not going to, but had a little pop on that one. All right, makeable birdie putt. 14 down to 11. It's really not doing much. Just outside right edge. It's going to break a little bit, but just going to put a straight roll on it. Turn. Fuck. I keep doing that in the sim too. The past couple days, I just keep gassing everything. Mike O. Oh man, I appreciate you, Mike O. $20 super chat and it censored you. What'd you say? It didn't like you can't say Mike Hawk? Man. Mike Hunt swing team. I appreciate you, Michael. I'll read it out. That sucks. It didn't read. Hopefully it's delayed and it'll go through. I didn't hear it. I feel like it must have censored that. That must be a stupid word you can't say in combination, I guess. You could probably say Mike and you can probably say Hawk. You just can't put it next to each other. I play this course so well, a lot of people call me Mike Hawk. Mike Hawk is what they call me, Mike Hawk. That would have been funny if it read. If you want, Mike, you could send $1. If you so choose, on the Streamlabs and just copy and paste it, and it'll read it out in British. That sucks. I literally have nothing. That makes me mad, too. I have nothing turned on, and didn't think AI would catch that one. I literally have nothing turned on. Like, all restrictions are off, and it still gets them. I appreciate you, Michael. That means a lot. That's one of the bigger super chats we've had. I think the last time Bogey's Backyard sent $20 when we were playing on course. Which way are these going? $10-footer. That sucks. That was a very makeable birdie putt, but the super chat makes everything okay. Par. Should have been a bird. Even that was a little bit hot too. I gotta stop hitting these so hard. Gotta hit it harder outside and not as hard here. Computer's getting smart. Still made me say it though. Yeah, but it's funnier, like I would have giggled if that read out. It gave me time to read it. The comedic effect isn't quite as good. I like the surprise factor of not knowing what you guys are gonna say. Especially if it's in like the middle of a swing or something, I hear that little ding noise. And then Mr. AI voice reads out Mike Hunt, Mike Hawk 3 times. Mike Hunt, Mike Hawk. I appreciate you, Mike, though. Glitcho Golf. Oh. Spit it out. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Stable trees, baby. Stable trees. Took some distance off. We hit it 278 in the air and only went 274, but we'll take that. All right. Time for a good 3-wood. That as it lies up there, maybe headed right towards that. That's probably going right in that. What is this? Ooh, that's water. All right. On second thought, if I hit it good, it's going to be literally right into it. And I can't carry. I'm not going to carry this 250. So I think 215 it is. 210, 215 right there. I'll play aggressive, but if I'm just going to literally put it in the water, even if I hit it really good, just not worth it. I guess we can hit 4-iron. Brimboy, can you get some kind of algorithm going so Mike can say whatever he wants with super chats? Oh, I hit it so bad, but it's gonna be fine. Just don't block me out with the trees. All right, redemption time. See if we can get 11,000 again. 85 down to 84. Somewhere in that vicinity. Come on now. Rip right back in the circle. Rip. Useful. Now we can just blast this putt by and call it a par. Those wedges are flying. 7 down to 6. 2 World Cup games today. I'm looking forward. Got to give my dog a bath later. I don't know if I'll work out or not. I worked out yesterday before I played. But ideally, I was up early this morning, so I got some stuff done. But ideally, I can kind of chill out and be able to enjoy the game at 5, and then the other one's at 9. Brain isn't working properly yet. Lucky to make it to this computer. Why don't you go lay in bed and just watch on your phone? 6-footer. That was still a little bit too hot. If I didn't catch the cup, that would have been like edge of the circle, if not outside of it. 1 under. D-Lud's still the leader. D-Lud and JT at 6 under.
At Crushina Golf gifted Clutch X30 Joules. Clutch.
Clutch. Thanks, Crush. Clutch Crush. Got to get going playing with Boog at 9. Better start drinking. Just kidding. Don't drink. We got to have Friendboy. Got to have Friendboy taper down the whiskey just a little bit so we can keep him around. All right. 201 down to 2 hundo. Probably what? 185, 190 rolls out. Got to get it back there, though. We do have a backstop. Appreciate you, Crush. Senor Crush Daddy. I got mossed. I got to get that sound bite. Toe chunk. Get a par and move on with our life. 23 out of the fairway. We're looking slightly uphill. 18 or 19. .22 sit. Soft. I got so drunk last night I ate a tube of toothpaste. Thought it was astronaut food. Might have been. Friendboy is a national treasure. I mean, at that point, could have been anything. As far as I'm concerned, you had a protein shake, Friendboy. Nice and healthy. Probably woke up, your breath smelling pretty good, though. All right, little drippy drip. 4-footer. All right, decent par save. Let's get on this birdie train. 298 with water. Okay. That's the chat of the day right there. Was it Zero Gravity toothpaste? I don't know. This is really not driver hole. We're going to hit driver. What the hell is that? 109 ball speed? I hit that good. I haven't had those with driver. Either my driver just exploded, which doesn't look like it happened. Doesn't look like the ball exploded. .124 carry, 109 ball speed. It was drawn because I didn't want to be wet. 153-yard driver. So that eliminates. That's the first one of those. That eliminates the big moss out of the equation then. So it's either the balls or the square. Okay. Good layup, I guess. 42 out of the rough. Probably 45, so I need like a 40. Hit a hard 9, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I hit that pretty good. It was backspin might have been a little bit low. I mean, that felt pretty good. The spin access, I feel like, is probably pretty close to what it was. Backspin may have been right, but there's just no way in hell that was 109 ball speed. Like I hit that. It was pretty solid. And I was I aimed right on the corner of the water, so I wanted to make sure I drew it. So the spin access makes sense being a bit of an overdraw, but I was just going to be over there, probably pin high by those trees. I don't know. It's not one thing, it's another, friend boy. Tough to find good help, tough to find good launch monitors these days. More balls, I guess. Oh no, go. Now that one, what is that? I mean, I did skull it. 149 with a 9 iron? Maybe I gotta clean. I bring the square in every time. Maybe I gotta clean the shank tank. I mean, it's a birdie putt, but got some wonkiness going on here today. 25 down to 23. If I putted this straight, and it's probably out here. These first ones are moving. May even be more. Needed more. I pushed a 0.8. Oh well. Par. Gonna be tough to score if I keep getting those bad misreads. Maybe time to retire these 2 dozen then. Bring them out on course. They have lasted a long time. And I think probably most of them are okay. Looking a little narrow up here. Uh-oh. Super high toe. How that has 2300 spin on it, I don't know. .1 degrees up is probably a little too much. 229. Don't need to hit this super full, but we want to get it there. So we're going hybrid. Try to maybe 80% on this, run this thing up there. No way a 4-iron gets there. Oh, I nuked it. That's got to get down. I hit that way better than I wanted to. Funny how that works. You try to swing a little bit smoother and it goes further. Chip-inable, though. Carry my iMini light indoors and outdoors. Kind of condensates with the heat and humidity until it's out there for a bit. That's a good call. It could be some of that. That's a good call. Could be maybe a little bit foggy. Because, I mean, the square is inside, and then it comes out, and it's 88 degrees in here. So that could definitely be part of it. And that would make sense why in the cooler months, I didn't see much of that. So you may be right, friend boy. You may be onto something. 14 downhill. Probably 8 or 9 probably gets there. Oh, I chunked it. Run, 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 run. You got mossed. Little drippy drip. Is that too much? I mean, it's going to turn, right? Let's just drip it. We'll go 1 click in. Caw. We're battling. Get this hopefully 3-4 under by the turn. Man, this is like freaking Cyprian Keys. Look how narrow that gets up there. No, 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 no. Catch it, catch it. Gave that one a little extra too. You feel the shaft kick on that one. Okay. 20% out of here. So we're up to 117. Probably 110, 112 should roll out. .108, go. Release. Didn't quite catch it. A little bit thin and toey. Honestly, I took a little bit off that at the last second because I was afraid I was going to scull it again and be too much. Got to commit to a shot. That's never good right before you hit it. Uphill, 21 footer. Try that maybe. Nope. That's what I was doing on course yesterday. There's just, that one was more than a couple rolls short, but 149 down to 148. Need a 143. Am I going to get that out of this 9-iron? Probably not. Do I want to hit a choke down 8? Also probably not. I think we may have to. The wind will help it a little. Oh, it's got to go. Those in-between numbers suck. Do I want to be long? I think not. Well, I mean, it's not a terrible shot. We'll take a par and move on, but we did have a bit of a backstop. It's just, I get super steery. Usually, here's the problem. I try to choke down on a club and like take like a couple inches off it and swing a bit easier, and I get super steery with it, and that usually doesn't work. But then also, when I try to give it a little bit extra, I usually don't make as good of contact, and that also doesn't work. So it's kind of a crap-filled double-edged sword. And I usually, either way, I slice it. Sometimes I get lucky with the choke down shots, but for the most part, if it's an in-between number, I got to get lucky. Uphill. This thing's moving. $30 feet. Hold it. I'm short anyways. Par. Yeah, we got to get this to at least 3. Weren't you guys saying last night when you were playing that the hard holes were on the beginning and the front nine's easier? Was that this course, or was that Feel Good? I remember a couple people saying that. Ryan was saying it last night, like you got through the hard ones kind of thing. If that's the case, 2 under is not terrible if they get easier. There it is. Run, baby. It's more like it. $42. Uphill to 43. So like a 38, 39. It's going to ride the wind a little bit. $48. I stand over that and I'm like, okay, like 38 is still decent. And then I go and do that and just gas it. So I feel like when I'm standing over it, how the swing that I'm about to feel is probably not going to be enough. Probably the best drive of the day there. Now we're looking at a very low percentage birdie putt. Down to 18. It's probably out here. If I putt this straight, it's just going to tail off. Probably even needs more. Slows down at the end, but this first and middle section is really going to push it. Go! It's actually pretty good speed, just not in a break. Decent putt, too. 0.1. Bad read again. Too pumped after that drive. That was a good one. We're still not in a terrible spot, though. I don't know if we're going to get to 6. We're going to start converting. But if we can repeat that drive, it'd be a good start. See ya. All right, we got to take our medicine and then hit a long shot back in. 70 out of the deeps. That's up, what, another 14, 85. That was a weird read, too. That did not feel like a 6.6 HLA. And that also kind of seemed like, I think I hit that. Am I going to have to keep removing balls or what? That should have been, that was decently full to get 10,000 out of it. That should have been 80 raw. 144. What is going on? I hit that good, too. That was a baby draw. 9 iron with 76 ball speed and 90 carry. Busy negotiating Hosel's move to pure play with Judd. I appreciate that. That was a nice message, Jacob, but it didn't seem it didn't seem overly promising. You can keep working on it, though. That's the fourth ball I've taken out of play. I keep getting these freaking misreads. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's there is infrared in it. I mean, I have a fan above it. You think the fan's messing with it? It's too hot in here not to have a fan. Like, that was struck well. And we've had 4 or 5 of those now. One of them with driver. Do you get those, Crush? Are you using these shamrocks? Clean the square cover. So the funny thing is, I bring the square in every time. So the square is always clean. It's always inside the shank tank. And believe it or not, I even have the that protective film that you get it when you take it, like when you get a new screen. That's been on there since day one. So the the square screen is definitely very, very clean. Could be the shank tank, which, I mean, the shank tank is still pretty damn clean. There's something, though, it's messing with it. I mean, you would think I would get if, like, the decals are starting to go. Probably going to get banned on TikTok for being on the ground. I get if, like, the decals are starting to go on the Shamrocks, then it would, like, I would think that would be wonky spin numbers. But, like, the backspin, that was a well-hit 9-iron. Backspin seems right. It was a baby draw. It's just the ball speed and the carry drops way down, which makes no sense. JG Vance. Unit getting too hot? I mean, I've been out here when it's hotter. Like, I was out here last summer, and it didn't seem to have those issues. I don't know. Shamrocks, no issues, thankfully. I don't know. Maybe I fried my unit doing that head-to-head test with the Bushnell. I don't know. That's getting kind of demoralizing, though. Like, it's fine, like, once or twice every couple rounds that happens. You kind of chalk it up like it is what it is. But if you have 6 of them in one round, 48 up to 49, 44, 45, 54. Anyone got a spare Omni laying around? $26 down to $15. Double breaker comes back. Can't see the ball. Maybe. Come back. Double. Well, there goes the 600 chances, especially if we keep getting those misreads. Counter offer to Judd is plenty fair. I didn't see the counter offer. What do you offer him? Do you give him an ultimatum? Wipe down the screen cover or case, screen cover or case cover to be safe. Can't get dusty. I'll do that after. I mean, there has been pollen, but usually, I mean, it haven't been that much pollen as of late. But I'll try. It's got to be something. I was thinking it was a combination of the big moss, because that's really when stuff started to happen. But that was around the same time with the weather change. But the fact that we had one with driver teed up kind of removes the big moss out of the equation, which is either then the balls or just the square itself. Let's convince Danko to get a new Pro Tee. Donate the old one. Make a Hosel Foundation. Danko's the man. Danko is very generous to give me the computer. I would take the Pro Tee though. That thing hates side spin. I don't know if I'd be able to hit my driver consistently with that thing. What's wrong with that? All right, let's get another misread here and then fight for bogey. $72, $73. Started at $100K and 2% commission. Ended a free year sub, monthly 4-piece McNugget discount code. Honestly, not a bad deal. I'd probably take that. Maybe if we bump up the nugget count a little bit, maybe if we get it up to a 10-piece, maybe he'd settle. Hey, I'm a free agent. I don't have any, obviously, any sponsorships or real dogs in the fight between Pure Play or GSPro. So I'll go. If one software, don't even say wants me. If one software just makes it even a little bit enticing, I'll go one or the other or both. I don't really care. I mean, realistically, I'm going to have both, but go! It's got 10,000 on it. We'll take that. That's a good shot. Just needed like 3 yards more with that spin. Negotiations are ongoing. I appreciate you doing that on my behalf, J Glove. I got all the faith in the world. You drive a tough bargain. I know you won't settle until both parties are satisfied. I mean, if you get a little, I don't even know if I can say it. You get a little, maybe if I spell it out, C-R-A-C-K. Maybe if you toss a little bit of that into the equation, maybe it'll sweeten the deal. Or lack thereof. $13 up to $16. Turn. That's what I was doing on course. Zono, what's up, buddy? How was your nap? Did you finish you finish Redwood? Congrats on the score yesterday on course. Morning sunshine. Still early over there. Only 11 o'clock, 11:30 over there, West Coast. Woke up at 7, a bit confused. Made it to your bed. Friday night shots. Saturday misreads here. Good news is we get to do it all over again tonight. And by we, I mean, I'll watch you jackwagons have fun doing it. Sawing all those logs on Redwood. it'll beat you up doing all that lumberjack work, cutting all those trees down. It'll take it out of you. Why can't I just do that every time, is the question. Be on around 9. What is that? 10, 11, 12, midnight? Based on the past couple nights, I'll probably still be up because I've been enjoying watching you guys, so I probably won't fall asleep again until like, I don't think I fell asleep until maybe 1, 2 o'clock, and then I was up at 6. 2 hundo. No bueno right. Want to get it back there. That was either really fortunate or unfortunate. I can't decide which one. I also felt like I hit that pretty dang good. That was a 5 iron, 188. That's felt like that should have flown a little bit further. But I don't know. Most of these are probably just me, but some of these seem a little bit wonky. I felt like pretty good contact, and it had like no curve on it. DNF. No days off. Take it to the limit, baby. One more time. Take it to the limit. I like that song. What do we got? 19. Is that down 0.6 out of the rough? So like 21, like a 16, maybe? We'll pull the pin for Zona. We'll pull it. That is not 16. Wow. Based on that, 16 would have been too much too. Luckily, it's par 5, still a birdie putt, but I think I'll go ahead and say congrats to D-Lud and JT now. Get it out of the way. 18 up to 23. Oh, man, I didn't think that was enough. I think I moved it in too much. I purposely tried to pull it a little bit. Dang. That was more than a little pull, but that broke a lot. Jacob hasn't played? Yeah. We never know what that jackwagon is going to do. I can only congratulate who's on the leaderboard. Danko hasn't played either. Danko may come out and shoot 20 under. Fresh off vacation. I think he's getting after it tonight. Healy. Where's this going? Back-to-back 5s, huh? Saving himself for Wisco. Why don't you play with us, J-Glove? Come on in, the water's fine. Go! Heel banged it again, and I aimed right. Spit it out. Ooh. Okay. No colliders. I like it. I like it. Deep rough, though. So we're up another 8 to 50. I need like a 45-ish. Maybe even a little more. Need a little more. All right, let's misread this one again. Not doing much. 16 up to 19. Touch more with a little bit of pace. Got one. That erases one of those stupid misreads. We're back, friend boy. We're back. Just needed Zone to come in to lighten the mood. Left, 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 left. Kind of heel banged it again. That was somehow still a draw, but... $25 uphill. So we're looking probably 20, 21, 22. $18. I gotta do the ladder. Wedges were good outside. In here lately, I can't hit numbers to save my life. I'll take like 2 or 3 yards off. Not that I'm good enough to do that every time, but like some of these have been 5, 10, 15 yards off. 13 up to 14. It should have just been a circle, stress-free. I heard friend boy say last night, stress-free bogey. This should have been a stress-free birdie. Caw. Zona and I had a tequila chip off on this hole. I lost, still won. Hey, sounds like a win-win situation to me, Mr. Mike. I still have one of these broken tees. Maybe we try to tee it up. Will this stand up in the Big Moss? Try to tee it up 3-wood? A little bit low. Didn't quite catch it, but that was the right play. I don't hate that. Maybe we can do that a little more often. I like teeing that 3-wood up outside. 25 out of the rough, 26. Call it 28, so like a 23. $31. Thanks, friend boy. Short-lived. Ah! Short game's killing me. What does that say? 1 degree left. 24. Go. Zero confidence with this short game. Zero confidence with wedges inside and zero confidence with these putts. Pitch and wedge. Hit it good. It's got me a little bit left, though. Whoa, I hit it way too good. Way too good. Bad aim. That's tough. I thought I had a little more room than that. I didn't know the water was that close. Granted, I didn't look very close, but that's Jake Love would not be happy with that course management there. 10 out of the rough. 6 or 7. Gave it a run. Bogey. Set up to the next play like I'm the baddest putter on the planet. Maximum confidence. You make everything easy game. You're not wrong, Mike. You're not wrong. I just find a little bit easier when you see a couple go, and it's easier to do that. But you're not wrong. It's probably more important to do it when you're not making them. Can I be the greatest driver in the world at the same time with OB on the left? Is that allowed? Maybe Friendboy can give a little masterclass, mindset masterclass tonight. Got away with that one. That was really toey. 23 up to 24. Probably what? 26, 27 with the rough. So we're looking for about the number 22-ish. 3.6 right should be fine. Little 3/4 pitch and wedge. $16. The swing I wanted just took a little too much off it. Stop. Stop. Uh, 17 up. 32, 42, 47 footer. I'm the best 47-foot putter on the planet. I'm the best 47-foot putter on the planet. I'm the best 47-foot putter on the planet. It's going to be going uphill a lot. I'm the best 47-foot putter on the planet. Mike O says I'm the best 47-foot putter on the planet. Okay. Still a horrendous read. I'm gonna start telling myself I'm a better reader of these putts too, apparently. 88 down to 83. Can I get a 7 there right now? I'd rather be a little bit long, so we'll go 6. Stress-free, kinda. You think about it hard enough. All right. A little smoothie action. Simma. Hit it good. Nice little stress-free 6 there. All right. 21 down to 15. On the best putter in the world. It's going to break more because it's downhill. I'm the best putter in the world. This thing's going to want to tail off. It's going to start going. Touch more. On the best putter. Greatest putter on this side of the Mason-Dixon. Now watch this putt. I don't know, Mike. Bad read, bad putt, bad speed, bad HLA. Romeo goes the opposite way. He needs someone to tell him that he sucks. And then he plays better. Maybe we should try that. Maybe reverse psychology. I'm the worst putter. I'm the worst putter on GSPro. Worst putter on GSPro. 0-0 right in the cup. Stress-free. Maybe watching the group too long. Picking up some bad habits by osmosis, is what you're saying. What do we got up here? Can we clear this? No. Can maybe clear that. Whatever. We're not going to win anyways. Might as well swing hard. Try to carry this. That's going right into the fat part of it. We are not dropping there. We're not dropping there either, but I think we're going to have to. Whatever. Deep rough, punch 7. Oh, I nuked it. Sit. How the hell does a punch 7 go that far? That's usually like a full 7. Wanted 8, hit it 7. That was compressed. Maybe I gotta do that more often. That was like a T-Sads trap shot. Best deep rough player. Round a tree, 250 punch shot guy out there. Sometimes. Even par. Thought we had a chance there. Was feeling pretty good about the 2 under through 8, and then 9 really kicked us in the nuggets. 11 pars, 4 birdies, 2 bogeys, 1 double. 316, 299, 161, 165. A lot of misreads though, but what are you gonna do? Don't really feel like playing par 3, but I also don't know if I'm gonna want to do it tomorrow. So I think we're gonna do a little speed golf. It's the freaking putting. I know Friendboy would like it. I really wish one of these, like a par 3 would be nice if it was pitch, or if it was auto putt. You'd be able to cruise through it in about the same time as you can do pitch and putt. But I guess on the bright side, if I'm putting as bad as I am, not going to do me any good to spend a bunch of time deciding on a putt anyways, so we'll just whack it. 26 feet, normal 11. Too much to play lately. Too much to play. Okay. I like this. I like 80 yards to start. Go! It's gonna rip. Oh, never mind. Sit. Rip, 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 rip. How'd that go so far? The wind push it? Okay. Wisco 7 under, J Glove 6 under, I think that says. Tom 5. Take it low. Can't read it. I think Rich is, he flew out to play with Tom, right? If I'm not mistaken. Is he out there right now? In Chicagoland? 25. Easy game. Maybe I gotta stop trying so hard on the putts. Simmer down. Ten-footer. Might be too much, but ah. $101, $102. Unreal Golf, where the Nuggets at? Man, I ate 48 the other night, Sandro. 48 nuggets. Yesterday was rough. Draw and get down. Our team ate, what was it, 130, 135? Being in the hospital, it was not pleasant. The first 20 went down really good. Seemed to be for all the boys. 20's easy. 10 tasted really good. 20 was pretty good. 30 started to be a struggle. When you hit 40, it's just no good. I think we ate a combination. The entire group, Mike O added it up. It was like 683 nuggets or something between everyone. Pretty disgusting, really. Stomach inflammation, so I don't even think I could try that stuff anymore. I don't know what I have, but maybe something similar. Undiagnosed. Couldn't watch the thumbnail in the live, had me laughing. The other groups are funny too. I ended up I was laying down at the end of it. I don't know, one of my partners I was playing with took his shirt off at the end of it and was doing jumping jacks, but I think that was before. By the end of it, I was laying down on the ground trying to stretch, and I got freaking restricted for sexual movements or something that would make people uncomfortable. I got restricted for 10 minutes for laying on the ground. Not that anyone watches over here anyways, but 18. Yeah, Danko got me banned or got me restricted one time for bullying and harassment, and then that's happened a couple other times to me too, just by saying certain words, I guess. It thinks I'm bullying someone. So I've gotten restricted for that, and then the sexual one was funny. Too erotic, making people hot and bothered? I know. Tell me about it, friend boy. Let me live my life, is what I say. 64, like a 59. Having some issues here, Sandro, with the square today. It's 10 yards too much. I like that first one. Second one was too hard. That one was probably even harder. It wasn't even the no reads. That happens few and far between. It's not even the no reads. That was the first time today. What I've had though, I just played a full 18. I had probably I took 4 balls over here that I've taken out of play, thinking it's these. I'm using the Maxfly Shamrocks. I've had over that 18 holes, I probably had 6 or 7 shots. One being driver, where it came out. I keep getting them. I call them. They come out like dead ducks. But it's like I had one. A drive was like 109 ball speed on a driver with like 120 carry, and it mainly happens with irons. I was thinking it was maybe the Big Moss, but considering it happened with the driver, I don't think so. They come out like 10, 20, 30 mile an hour less ball speed, and then they carry 20, 30, 40 yards less than they should, if not more, if it's driver. And I don't know why it's doing that. Like, the balls aren't cracked. We haven't had one of those in a little bit here, but we'll probably have one. 97-ish. $97. Come on, go in the hole. Negative. Oh, was I into the wind? No doubt, friend boy had to take a cold shower after that one. Haven't had that, but I do think the home edition struggles with LEDs sometimes. Seems to be the only time I get major misreads. So it's weird on those ones that I'm talking about. The backspin seems fine. All the club data seems fine. The spin axis seems fine. Everything's fine besides the ball speed, which is way less. When you get like 30 mile an hour less ball speed, and then it drops the carry way down. So like I don't know why. I was thinking like, granted, I've been using these balls, these same 24 max flies for a couple months now, but like that would affect. If I was starting to get like super wonky, like 50 spin access misreads, I would think, okay, these decals are going. They don't look that bad, but I don't understand why it would affect the ball speed, is what I don't get. But, and I didn't have it. It's only been maybe the past, it comes and goes. Like I had a bunch that last round. Friendboy was thinking maybe it's the humidity because I bring the square in and out every time. It's like 90 degrees out here, which could have been why that was happening at the beginning. When I take it out, maybe a little bit of condensation possibly. But yeah, I don't know. There's no real rhyme or reason. I can go 2 weeks without having one, and then a day like today, I have like 7 of them. But I've had all the same lights. So why it wouldn't have happened months ago, I don't know. Caw. Nice little choke down 8-iron action there. That was one of those rare choke downs that actually worked. All right, can we step on an approach wedge to get it there? On a roll? Yeah, I gotta get to 6 under though, which I guess isn't out of the question, but we're 3 through 7. 6 under is the leader. Was it 6? Or was that the last one I just did? Helps when I don't have to putt. 7 under is the leader. Oh, I thinned it. That's going to be 10 yards short. And it has 10,000 on it. .44 footer. This one's for Mike O. We'll take that. It's a good roll. Par. Move on with our life. 37. I think it's going to be a choke down 9. I don't think I'm carrying the pitching wedge. It's 37 up to about almost 40. Need about 35 out of this. I don't even need to take that much off the 9 the way I'm hitting it. Be nice to me. Ah! Wow. That was like 2 yards from being perfect. Honestly thought that looked pretty good in the air. 9 up to like 11 or 12 plus another 5, so I need probably 12 in the air. Or 10 and skullet. 63 degrees up. Is this going to go backwards? Didn't we have one of these on the hill the other day? This may go backwards. Eight yards raw goes 2.6. Bogey. Back to 2 under. All right, time to go on a run. Up to 25, need about a 20. $20. That was a better follow through on that one. Pretty straight. We're going to give it one little click left. Coming for you, J Glove. $106, $107. $101. No. I feel like I hit that decent too. All right, 115. $110. Go. That's brutal. 5 yards off to 30 yards off. Up to 32. 28-ish. 27, 28. $26. Lovely. Healed it. No. Why'd that take such a big bounce? I wanted 15. I hit it 15.7. I think Friday night stud's starting to pay its toll. And the fact that it's 90 degrees in here. Oh, it's not even going to spin on the fringe. That would have been perfect. Friend boy. I don't even feel like I'm playing that bad. I'm definitely not dialed. But I don't think it's that bad. I feel like there's been a couple unlucky breaks. 103. Oh no. 102 up to 105. So I need like 100. Win behind, so like a 98. At least this is actually, I like the distance on these. I'm not a massive fan of the par threes that are like 150, 175. These have all been around 100. A little bit more, a little bit less. Caca. Three more. Then we're calling it quits. After that one punch shot that I had, what was that, a 7-iron punch out of the deep rough? I've been keeping my weight a little bit more forward. I've been striking it better. Could have used a little bit more spin on that, but that was a good shot. Can't buy one. 0-0. Granted, a little too hot on the pace, but that was a pretty good roll. Swiped at it. That's got to go. See ya. Mike O's probably getting his Starbucks Frappuccino ready to go. I don't know if anyone else is streaming or getting ready to. Too little, too late. All in a day's work, friend boy. All in a day's work. Simmer down. Another good strike. Baby draw. Contact feels good. If we make this, at least we'll get some points. Four under. I guess I'll keep these 4 balls out. Seems like, I don't know, you may be onto something with the condensation, friend boy. Respectable, yeah. Definitely left some out there, but what are you going to do? Really shouldn't have any bogeys on a course like that, but I guess I'll keep these 4 balls out. I really don't think it's that, but we didn't have, once I bet, probably takes about an hour for the thing to come up to temperature. Seems like we didn't have any of those misreads ever since. It was just, unfortunately, during the warm-up and then the stroke round. I mean, the only other way around it is, I guess, bring out the square earlier. Because I charge it every time to make sure it's at 100% before I come out. I don't really want to leave it out here. So I guess the only other option is just bring it out an hour early and let it come up to temperature. Maybe we can test that, see if that's the case. Sandra was thinking maybe lights, but I've been using these same lights and it haven't been an issue. Don't know. But that's it for me. Time to, I don't even know if I feel like working out. I think I might just give my dog a bath and then take a shower and call it a day. As far as sweaty activities. 11 out of 18 greens regulation, 27 minutes. 6 pars, 8 birdies, 4 bogeys, 23 putts. There you have it. Bring it out early. I'm going to take a nappy. Get ready for Boog. Are you going to stream it or no? You ever figure out your OBS issues, or you just happy that everything's working now after you got your crypto thing under control and haven't been messing with it? Should be at least up by then. That's when the second game starts, but I'll probably be on my phone. I can pop in and watch you guys if you're going to do not enough horsepower. Just play in an open channel then. I'll probably pop in, watch you guys play. Because I don't think Boog streams, right? I saw he was, I'm glad he's playing for for HRG Club, and then I saw he voted for TNT, so glad to see that the crew nonsense isn't completely dividing everyone. Boog's the man, though. I'd be sad if he decided to not play over the whole crew nonsense. Which is like part of me is like just like shut it down, don't even bother with it, and then the other part of me is competitive and want to get back the ones that got stolen. I'm kind of torn on everything, but he's above that, you can tell. That's good. All right, I'm out of here. Really appreciate Mike Go, $20 super chat. That was very kind. And then we had crushing it with the jewels. I think that was it. But appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see about tomorrow. Played up pretty much every single day this week. I could probably use tomorrow off, but we'll see. We'll see what tomorrow has in store. I will not be out here for Saturday night studs, but I will be watching. World Cup first game's on at 5, so an hour and 40 minutes, and then the next game's on at 9. US is already booted out, but they should be kind of the same thing. I didn't watch it. I watched some. I watched all the US games, and I watched a handful of the other ones, but I like when it gets down to these final games because it's like everyone's trying 100% the entire time. It's kind of like the NBA playoffs. A lot of guys not that people were mailing it in for the World Cup, but some of those earlier rounds didn't mean a whole lot, especially if a team gets up by a couple. But all good teams left, and everyone's going to be trying their best. So it should be entertaining to watch. I like when people actually try when they play. But I'm out of here. Appreciate you tuning in. Have a good nap, friend boy. We'll catch y'all in the Discord later on. Check out, like I always say, SimGolf, simgolftv.com or simgolf.tv if you want to watch anyone else stream in the meantime. Trying to end the TikTok. I can't even press the button. I don't know what's going on over there. See you on the next one. Oh, what happened to my camera? How long has that camera been off? Oh, well. See ya.